The phone rang while I was still tasting salt, not metaphorical salt, real salt, crusted on my lips, embedded in my lungs, memory scorched into the back of my throat. I let it ring once, twice. The tide slapped the rocks below the cliffside road where I had crawled out of the black water hours earlier. My suit, custom, Italian, was ruined. The watch was gone, my wedding ring too. Fitting. I answered. She didn't say my name. She didn't need to. I heard her breathing first, short, sharp, controlled panic pretending to be calm. Then the whisper, meant to be covered by distance. "He's alive," she said. A pause, then louder, urgent, ugly. "He's alive. Move to plan B." The line went dead. I stared at the screen, at the woman I had married blinking back at me from my contacts. Plan B. I smiled, and it hurt, because now I understood. They hadn't pushed me into the ocean out of desperation. They had planned it. I replayed the last year in my head while the paramedic stitched my shoulder without asking questions. Men like me don't invite them. The late nights, the sudden charity events I was never invited to. The way she'd learned to unlock her phone without touching it, face angled just enough away from me. And him, her financial consultant. Too handsome, too familiar, too comfortable in my home. I had trusted him because she told me to. I trusted her because she was my wife. That was the real betrayal, not the affair, the assumption that I was stupid. I didn't confront her. I didn't scream. I didn't rush home dripping seawater and accusations like some wounded animal. I checked into a private clinic under a different name, and I waited. 3 days later, the second call came. This time, a number I didn't recognize. No one spoke. I heard traffic, a cough, a lighter flick, a test. They wanted to know if I'd talk. I didn't. I hung up and opened my laptop. Some men hire lawyers when their wives cheat. Others hire silence. I became a ghost to my own life. No credit cards, no social media, no routines. I watched instead. Bank transfers first. Small, clean, routed through shell charities. Enough to pay professionals, not amateurs. Flight manifests. 2 men. No luggage. Short stays. Long gaps. I smiled again. A kill team doesn't travel heavy. They don't plan to miss. I let my wife believe I was alive, but weak, recovering, afraid. I sent her one message. "I need time." She replied in 30 seconds. "Of course, my love." I could almost hear the relief. Then I made my call. Not to the police, not to lawyers, to my cousin in CHINO. "If you want to join Thanksgiving," I said, "come wash the dishes." There was laughter on the other end. Loud, genuine. My daughter-in-law grabbed the phone. "Only if there's wine," she shouted. "Enjoy," I said. The code was old, family business old. Within 48 hours, the hunters were being hunted. Not with guns, but with records, visas, warrants, frozen accounts. I didn't touch them. I didn't need to. I called my wife from a new number. She answered too fast. "I know," I said. "About him." Silence. I let it stretch until it hurt. "I also know about the ocean," I continued, "and Plan B." Her breath collapsed. I imagined her sitting down hard, knees buckling. "You survived," she whispered. Not a question. "Yes." She cried then, loud, broken, apologetic in all the ways that matter only when it's too late. I didn't interrupt. When she finished, I sent her a message. Photos. A villa overlooking Lake Geneva. Marble floors. Sunlight. Stillness. My stillness. The phone rang. Once. Twice. Then again. 71 times in under an hour. I never answered. The lover tried next. A voice memo. Shaking. Angry. Threats layered over fear. I forwarded it to his employer, and to immigration, and to his wife. Precision is quieter than rage. I met my wife one final time. Public place. Glass walls. No corners. She looked smaller. Not remorseful. Exposed. "You planned my death," I said. She nodded. "I planned my freedom," I replied. I slid a folder across the table. Divorce papers. Asset division already finalized. Her signature was the only thing missing. She reached for my hand. I stood instead. "Sign," I said.
or keep everything and explain to the authorities why 2 men tried to kill your husband." She signed. Her pen shook. Mine never did. I live alone now. Not lonely. Alone. The ocean still visits me in dreams sometimes. Not as terror, but as proof. Proof that I sank and rose again without her. I don't hate her. Hate requires heat. I don't love her. Love requires trust. I feel nothing. And that is the final revenge. She thought throwing me away would end me. Instead, it taught me exactly how light I travel without her weight. I don't answer when my phone rings anymore. I already survived the call that mattered.